welcome to the second part of the curing of the lamb leg prosciutto. We have already done part one and it's been in the fridge now for 5 days, and here is the leg of lamb. It has got a little bit of moisture that's come out from taking it out of the fridge, so just about to open it up and see what it looks like. Take off the rub that was on, just scrape off the garlic that was on, just have a little examine of it, and then put more of the second part of the rub on, which we had saved from the previous time, and put it in the fridge for another 5 days for its second cure. So here goes. Okay, here we are with the leg that has just come out of the fridge. It has been in there for its first cure for 5 days and just about to take off the wrap. I don't know whether I should cut that and maybe just pull it off. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I'll just try pulling it off. I'll move these out of the way in case there's any moisture. It does feel quite wet. It's starting to firm up a little, just on sight. Okay, get rid of these out of the way, and I'll just get a little spoon so that I can scrape this off. You can smell all the spices. Okay, that's coming off quite easily. A lot of it's soaked right into the meat. You can see that there's not very much coming off, so obviously that has soaked well into the meat, which is a good thing, because that's what it does when you cure. Skin is starting to get a little loose here, but from previous incarnations of this, I think I may leave that until after the second cure, and then if there's any, once it's dried a little bit more, chance of getting some more fat off of this, then at that point in time, that's what I'll do. I'll try and remove a little bit more fat if it's possible. Okay, I've been round the whole joint. I just haven't done the top and the bottom. My hands are very clean. That's looking good. The moisture has come out of the bottom from this bone part here. That was the bit that I did liberally coat on the first occasion, on the first cure. So I shall be doing the exact same thing again. Make sure that is liberally coated. Yeah. On first glance, that seems really good. Happy with that. I have scraped as much as I can scrape off, taken all the old bits of garlic off, and we have this meat here. I've just got a nice clean bowl, so I have already put the remainder of the first lot of spices that was in the fridge from a few days ago into this bowl, and I'm now going to start applying this to the meat again the exact same way as I did the first time. Here goes. And again, get it into the nooks and crannies. There is a lot of folds in this joint of meat, so I'm making sure I'm getting it in to all the little folds that I can see within the meat, to make sure that no bacteria manages to get in there. Okay, so as before, I'm just going to go and wash my hands again, and then it'll be time to wrap up again in some more cling film. I have my cling film laid out and my meat is here, so I'm just going to just double check, scan my eye over this just to make sure I haven't missed any parts. There's a little part here, just at the very bottom at this bone. It's probably just fallen off because it's not wet. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay that, and then I'm going to use the remainder of this rub, and I'm just going to make sure that it is in along with the cling, not let any of that go to waste. And then do the same again with the garlic, half on one side, half on the other. Let's see. Right. Some of this rub. That's sticking, no, not too bad. A couple bits more. Oops, it's falling off. And I'm just going to turn that over quickly. It is a lot drier, it's not sticking as well, and that's obviously what it's meant to do, it's drying out. So that's a good sign. Get the rest of this garlic on. Oops, try to get it on. Stick the other bits underneath. Go with the wrapping process, so just make sure, as before, that you get as much air, get it as tight as you can, and make sure as much air is out of it as possible. And then I'm going to get some more cling and put a double layer on, just to make sure that it is actually airtight and totally covered. Okay, and that is it rewrapped for the second cure. So as before, this will go back into the fridge for 5 days, and then when we take it out after the second cure, what we're going to do is take all the rinse, take all the garlic off, and the rub as well. We're going to rinse it under the water and then get it ready for the third cure, which is the hanging process. So here we go, back into the fridge. See you in 5 days.